Welcome to Vidia Talk, where touching lives is our goal. We bring you interviews from fashion and fitness, dating and romance, divorce and its impacts, to health, beauty, nutrition, and news from around the world. Now, here's your host, Vivian Diamond.
Today's guest, Dr. Chris Olasey. Welcome, Dr. Olasey.
Thank you very much.
It's so awesome to have you here, finally.
Well, you make it sound as if it's been
oh my God,
forever.
You are so busy, Dr. Olasey.
Well, quite a little bit of that.
Even when you said you were coming, I think so. It's certain if you're going to be able to make
but I'm here.
We thank God for that.
All right.
So,
congratulations. Yeah, I heard so much about your program.
Thank you.
And I'm delighted to be with you
Thank
today.
You so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Well, you're looking good as usual, Dr.
Well,
Olasey.
thank you very much. And you look wonderful yourself.
Thank you. Dr. Olasey, how do you juggle being the president of the League of Nigerians in Diaspora and
also being a teacher,
being
right?
a professor, being an author, being a producer, filmmaker, a poet? How do you juggle all this? Don't you want to know? We want to know, Dr. Olasey. Could you tell us how you manage to juggle all this and still look fantastic?
I guess it's when you have a passion for something. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I honestly do have a passion for teaching. And with teaching now comes all the responsibility both to do research, to do creative work, and also part of being an academic in a university, so also do community service. And in the time that I have to do community service, I managed to, head some organizations that do cultural, events, and also those that help Nigerians in diaspora, to deploy their skill sets towards the development of Nigeria and other African countries that need desperately media help and development. So
now, let me come in there.
Yes.
If one wants to be a part of this organization, especially this Nigerian diaspora,
yeah.
how do we go about it?
Actually, we have a website, lnid.org, League of Nigerians in Diaspora.org. All the information are there. It's open to Nigerians all over the world, and also friends of Nigeria, those non-Nigerians who have interest in Nigerian affairs and the development of the country. And so, but we have open membership, professionals, are members, college students are members, and the way it is structured, it's structured like ministries that you have in Nigeria. In other words, they are structured in a way that, if, for instance, if you are a business, major or a business person, then in the area of investment and in area of economic development, you can really deploy your skill sets and help in one of those areas.
Awesome.
And conduct seminars, make presentations, even incubate new companies, that will
Tell me about it.
Right.
I'm always seeing you everywhere. You're always in one organization, committee, events or the other. I really applaud you for that, and
thank you.
And I pray the Lord will continue to strengthen you. Your endeavors.
Thank you. I think I would say amen.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the African Film Festival.
Oh, the great one that is coming up this year, the first African Film Festival holding in Dallas.
Of which you are a film critic.
I'm a member of the board,
as well.
officially as a film critic, But it's a great idea by one of our illustrious sons, Kelechi. And it's interesting because moments ago I was talking to you about passion.
Yes.
Kelechi, by training, is a computer programmer. He writes, computer programs, but his passion is in storytelling,
exactly,
in narrative storytelling, and so He's an actor, he's a writer, director, and now he came up with this, incredible idea. And it's not a small task, by the way, to not just to think about, staging a film festival, but one that is going to eventually embrace the wider diaspora, the creative community, to showcase the incredible stories about the continent.
Yeah, he calls it bridging cultures through films.
Sure.
Kelechi Eke, also known as Big Obi. It's a good one. So I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out, because I see online that they're asking for filmmakers to submit their films.
And so many have submitted from all over the world, as a matter of fact. So we're very encouraged by the response.
Exactly.
And I think what we critically need is people who will help sponsor events, sponsor the different programs, both the workshops, the screening themselves. And because it takes incredible amount of not just time, but resources to manage, to organize and manage an event like that. So they desperately need, both individual and corporate, support.
Awesome. So if you are a filmmaker and you haven't submitted your film yet, do so. You'll see the link below. Just follow that link and it will walk you through it. We're going to go on a brief break on a commercial real quick. When we return, we'll ask Dr. Chris Olassie about the state of nation in Nigeria. We'll be right back.
Still to come on Vidia Talk.
The government, especially the central bank and the finance ministry, are trying to get a hold on the
Visit MadeCityHair.com and purchase quality hair.
Welcome back. Before we went on break, I said when we return, Dr. Lassie would elaborate and tell us what he feels about the state of Nigeria. Dr. Lassie, the state of nation, Nigeria, and its development and things going on in the country, especially the Naira.
Right, the exchange rate.
The exchange rate, which is now...
As of today was 400.
Is it 400? I thought it was 385 Naira to a dollar.
Yesterday was a dollar to 385
Oh, Lord.
Naira.
And
today is 400.
I cannot believe it. Like, even... I don't know if this is accurate now, because the pound, 505 Naira, is to 1 British pound.
Yeah, so imagine, and some people have been dire prediction is that it will even get to 1,000 Naira.
I mean,
so it's and that's not good for the country. But I understand that the government, especially the central bank and the finance ministry, are trying to get a hold on the downward spiral, of the Naira.
Because it's just a free fall. I don't think I've seen it at the point.
Yeah, that is at now. But I think it's symptomatic of the general state of affairs in the country. This new president Buhari came under the mandate to curb corruption and also to restore some sense of stability to the political system. And obviously, as he pointed out recently, he wished that it was a military government so he can use administrative fiat and just take decisions. But under a democratic system, you have to follow certain, protocols. So and that's
because
what,
I love Buhari. I mean, I love his work ethics, and I was rooting for him during the time of election because he was talking about change. Of course, who doesn't love change? I love change. But it just looks like the change. It's. I know it's a process.
it's
Sometimes
taking a
it's
little
taking a
longer.
little bit longer than expected, and people are getting
I think that people are willing to give him, that,
time.
to allow him some time to take control of things,
Yeah.
and then hopefully, and the value of the naira, it's not a good indication.
That one hurts.
But
That
probably
one hurts.
everything that comes down will always go up, as they say, or go up will come down. So we hope that eventually, when the economic situation improves, that the naira will appreciate in terms of
I
value.
hope so. I hope so
Yeah.
because changing naira to it's not funny at all.
But it has an advantage, by the way. It has an advantage if Nigeria productive sector, if we manufacture and our export economy is vibrant and dynamic, then the Nigerian manufacturers and farmers and the rest will benefit, because it means that they can afford to export their product at a very attractive prices, as opposed to if naira is valued incredibly higher than the dollar or even close to that. So it's actually a good exchange rate for Nigeria to the export economy. But again, that area is not doing fantastically well. So it has its problem.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lassie. So we've come to the segment of the hot seat. So Dr. Lassie already knows what it's about. I'm gonna ask you a random question, and you give me your thoughts.
Sure.
So look at me. Could you tell us what, apart from food, transportation, what you can't do without on a daily basis, what you cannot just do without?
Apart from air?
Food, water, the normal thing. What can you not do without? Something personal to you that you can't just do without in a day. You must have to do that stuff or have that stuff. What is it?
So the basic necessities that one cannot do without.
Yes, what is it?
Food, air, and I guess those are just the two, right? I mean, if you have to breathe, you have to eat, in order to have energy, to do work. Those are two, key things. Then, of course, you need to be working to earn a living to be able to
maintain
whatever
about work.
like
That's the last thing. I'm talking about work here. Okay, since you don't answer that, I will give you another one. I came ready for you.
All right.
I came prepared. Okay. So, do you ever mix business with pleasure?
That's another one. Well, you know what that the saying goes, right? No, don't mix business with pleasure because they don't get along very well. Okay, it's either business. When you're done with business, then the matter of pleasure will come. Yeah, well, that's different. But business is business if you want to get it right, because you can complicate things. When you mix them up. They don't sit very well together. It's like water and oil.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Lassie, for coming
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad at all. That was a good one.
Maybe next time I will have an answer for the first question.
Thank you so much, Dr.
All right,
Lassie.
thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you here always.
Anytime.
And do come back.
I will. Just let me know.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right.
I want to thank my audience, Dr. Lassie, for coming again, my co-producers, and all those that have sat through at this TV interview. Thank you so much, and keep watching Vidia Talk. Bye now.
Next episode on Vidia Talk.
There's a new technology that we recently just got our hands on. It's called the Vanquish. What the Vanquish is, it's radio frequency that targets.
I received my copy of the 2016 budget, and I was shocked at the number of luxuries included. There are too many unnecessary luxuries for a budget that we intend to fund by borrowing over 5 billion naira every single day. One of the countries we may approach for loans to fund the 2016 budget is Great Britain. Are we aware that the British Prime Minister gets an annual grant of £30,000 for the upkeep of his official accommodation, yet we are asking his country to borrow us money when we plan to spend more than 100 times that amount to maintain our presidential accommodation? Yet in Britain, the Labour Party has criticized the £30,000 grant for the upkeep of the living accommodation of the Prime Minister, saying it is way too much. Can you imagine a debtor living larger than the creditor? Well, that is a situation in Nigeria. The British Prime Minister does not even have an official plane. What does the British Prime Minister fly? He flies British Airways or Virgin. Nigeria, that wants to borrow money from Britain, has multiple private jets for our leaders, ranging from governors to the president. So tell me, why will we not continue to be debtors? Right now, the British Prime Minister is facing serious criticism for spending £55,000 on the garden at 10 Downing Street over a period of 5 years. In Nigeria, that amount of money is not as much as what we spend on the garden of a governor's residence in 1 year. We must cut our costs according to our revenue. Our economy is shrinking, our population is growing, and worst of all, we are not producing what we consume. We must begin to operate a leaner government. Left to me, everyone but the president should use their personal cars, stay in their personal houses to save money to develop Nigeria. We are too convoy crazy. Big convoys don't make big men. Big ideas do. My name is Ben Murray Bruce, and I just want to make common sense.
I want to thank you all for such a warm reception. For those who have supported me and my family through the ride, I just want to take this time to thank you all for what you have done. As far as we have come, there's still a long way to go yet. But I want you to know that I will not stop fighting until we get our. And I promise you as your queen that when my son Prince Okoye takes his rightful place as the king of Udomini, I won't forget any of you or your families. And for those who stood against me and my family, you will pay when the time comes.
Live a life on my knee.
The African Film Festival, HAF, Bridging Cultures Through Film.